Curse you, email! It is the bane of many salespeople's existence, email. Because of that, if you do it well, you'll stand out like a well-placed subject line. Email is sort of a double-edged sword because it allows you to connect with prospects with very little effort on your part. A lot of salespeople love using email to communicate because there's not much in-the-moment rejection. Sadly, that's where email becomes a problem, when it's the main contact method you use. Today we will take a fresh look at email and how you can use it in collaboration with phone calls, voicemails, and text messages for a well-rounded approach to client conversations. Stick around. I'm John Quade, the 5-Minute Coach. You might not guess it by my fresh, good looks, but I've been selling for a long time. One of the qualities of a good sales presentation is defining improvement opportunities for your client before you jump into a sales pitch. For example, when I used to sell phone training, we'd get permission from the dealer to record a shopping call before our presentation. Well, one of those clients owned a Ford store near Dallas, Texas, and I may have had some inside information that they didn't have any Mustang GT convertibles in stock. So I called and asked for Mustang GT convertibles. Sales, this is Al. Howdy, Al. Hey, it was Texas. You gotta say howdy. Yeah, Al, I'm looking for a black Mustang GT convertible with an automatic transmission. Do you have any of those in stock? Well, there was a pause followed by uproarious laughter on the other end of the phone. You'll never find one of those. And then he hung up on me. Because poor shopping calls like that helped us to sell phone training, I was very thankful for Al that day. I played it for the dealer after making him promise not to fire Al, and he just laid his head down on his desk, dejected, and asked, "How much do you charge for training?" He clearly understood the opportunity for improvement. I had a similar experience while tracking email responses for a client near Chicago. I sent an email inquiry about a new Jeep and received a response not long after. Unfortunately, the response was a copy and paste standardized email, but in the to section of my email reply, it showed all the other email addresses of all the other inquirers about that vehicle. So I instantly knew who else was looking for the same Jeep I was. True story. Let's just say that was another easy training sale when I showed the dealer. Hopefully you can see some opportunity to improve your results with your client interactions too. Okay, let's get the basic stuff out of the way first. There are some guidelines that apply to almost all emails. First, be prompt. When you receive email inquiries, reply to them with a personal response as quickly as possible. A lot of businesses have automated responses preset, and that's okay, but as I like to say, automated responses are roughly the same as a coffee shop barista saying, "I'll be right with you," when you're fifth in line. It lets you know they know you're there, but you're not necessarily any closer to getting your cup of joe, or vehicle price quotes for that matter. Next, be sure to proofread. Grammarly is one of my current favorite spelling and usage apps. It's becoming almost inexcusable these days to send emails with errors, so if you're not a great speller or grammarian, get some help with it. Next, mind your content. If clients ask specific questions in an inquiry, answer their questions briefly and succinctly. Nobody wants to read an email novel, so make yours short, sweet, and to the point. If you absolutely have to include longer descriptions or photos or videos because the customer asks for them, just use links wherever possible. But be careful because too many links can put you in spam jail. Stay out of spam jail. And if your clients never receive your emails, you're probably not going to sell them anything. I contacted a production company recently and was convinced they were neglecting to follow up with me. Until I checked my spam folder and found 8 of their automated marketing emails lurking there. If you're counting on automated marketing to engage your clients, prepare to be disappointed. Next, use an email signature. At the bottom of every email, you need to let the client know who you are, what you do, and how to reach you. And give them several contact choices. Email, of course, but also your direct line phone number and/or cell phone. And be sure to indicate where they can text you as well. Next, let's look at a couple higher level tips. Make your subject lines engaging. I love to get a customer's attention by using ridiculous subject lines like this one. Repeat customers are a waste of time, said no sales manager ever. Or, want to pay too much for a Subaru? Then don't call me. Silly, but attention-getting. Next, deliver consistent messages across multiple channels. What you're saying on Facebook, for example, you should also be saying in your radio spots. Likewise, your website messaging should be the same as it is when people visit your bricks and mortar store. The same is true for emails. If you leave a voice message that asks the client to return your call, you should be sending an email at the same time. And when you set an appointment on a live phone call, follow up with a confirmation email or text message. It closes the loop on your follow-up efforts. Of course, there are many other rules of thumb for emailing clients, and we'll get to them. But hey, we only have 5 minutes here. So let's take a look at our KLPs, or key learning points, for this short course. Number 1, be prompt with your email replies. 2, mind your content and proofread. 3, stay out of spam jail. 4, make your subject lines engaging. And 5, always use an email signature. And that is it for this episode of the 5 Minute Coach. I'm John Quaddy.